Hey everyone, and welcome to the show. So you're going to be parents. That's huge. Congrats. Getting ready for a baby is a wild ride, kind of like riding a roller coaster blindfolded. You're excited, but you have no idea what twists and turns are coming. But don't worry, we're here to help you navigate this amazing journey together. We've got tips and tricks to make the transition to parenthood smoother than a baby's. Well, everything. So buckle up. Grab your partner, maybe a snack or two, because trust me, you're going to want to take notes. We're diving into all things baby prep, from those late night feedings to diaper explosions and everything in between. We're talking about the stuff nobody really tells you about, the stuff that'll make you laugh, cry, and maybe even spit out your coffee. So sit back, relax, and let's have some fun getting you ready for the most amazing adventure of your lives. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tips and tricks on your parenthood journey. Alright, let's get real for a second. Becoming a parent? It's a bigger change than those jeans you tried on after the holidays. It's life-altering. And with big changes come big emotions. We're talking about the kind of emotions that could make a grown person cry at a commercial for baby wipes. It's okay, we've all been there. The first step is acknowledging those feelings. Are you scared? Excited? Overwhelmed? Good. Those are all totally normal reactions. Remember, you're not alone in this emotional roller coaster ride. Your partner is right there with you, probably feeling the same mix of emotions, even if they show it differently. This is the time to really talk to each other. What are your biggest fears about becoming parents? What are you most excited about? Share your hopes, your dreams, your anxieties, everything. And speaking of honesty, let's talk about expectations. What kind of parents do you envision yourselves being? Do you see yourself as the super organized, schedule-oriented parent? Or are you more laid back and go with the flow? Trust me, you don't want to be having a debate about whose turn it is to change a diaper at 3 in the morning. Okay, let's talk about something that might be as scary as labor pains finances. Babies are adorable, but let's be real, they're also expensive. We're talking about the kind of expenses that could make your credit card bill look like a phone number. But don't worry, getting your finances in order doesn't have to be a nightmare. First things first, it's time to have a serious chat about your budget. Look at your income, your expenses, and figure out where your money is going. Then, start thinking about all the new expenses that come with a baby. Diapers, wipes, formula or breast pumps, clothes that they'll outgrow in 5 minutes. The list goes on and on. Once you have a clear picture of your finances, it's time to start saving. And trust me, every little bit counts. Even if you can only spare a few dollars a week, put it aside in a dedicated savings account. And speaking of savings, have you heard of this magical thing called an emergency fund? It's like a safety net for those unexpected expenses that life throws your way. Now let's talk insurance. Do you have health insurance? Is it up to date? Does it cover all those adorable little baby doctor visits? Remember, preparing for a baby is not just about buying cute outfits and decorating the nursery. It's also about being financially responsible. By taking the time to get your finances in order now, you'll be setting yourselves up for a less stressful and more enjoyable transition into parenthood. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, the practical stuff that you're actually going to need when the baby arrives. We're talking about everything from choosing a healthcare provider to stocking up on diapers. And trust me, you'll need a lot of diapers. First things first, you need to find a healthcare provider for your little one. This could be a pediatrician, a family doctor, or a nurse practitioner. Ask around for recommendations from friends, family, or other parents in your community. Once you've narrowed down your choices, schedule a meet and greet with each provider. Think of it like a first date, but for your baby's health. Now let's talk baby gear. Get ready to enter a world of strollers, cribs, car seats, and more baby gadgets than you ever knew existed. But before you go on a shopping spree, take a deep breath and remember, you don't need everything all at once. Start with the essentials. A crib, a car seat, safety first, a stroller, a changing mat, and of course, lots and lots of diapers. And speaking of diapers, let's have a little chat about those. Disposable or cloth? It's a debate that's been raging for years. Ultimately, the choice is up to you, but it's something to think about and discuss as a couple. Remember, preparing for a baby is all about creating a safe, comfortable, and loving environment for your little one. Chapter 4, Parenthood 101. It's time to hit the books. All right, folks, it's time to trade in those novels for something a little more educational. That's right, we're talking about parenting books and classes. Now, before you roll your eyes and click away, hear me out. I know what you're thinking. Ellen, please. I've watched enough episodes of The Simpsons to know how to raise a kid. But trust me, there's a lot more to parenting than meets the eye. Think of it like this. You wouldn't perform surgery without going to medical school, would you? Okay, maybe that's a bit dramatic, but you get the point. Parenting is a big responsibility, and a little bit of knowledge can go a long way. There are tons of great parenting books out there, covering everything from breastfeeding to sleep training to discipline. And don't worry, they're not all boring textbooks. There are some hilarious and relatable parenting memoirs out there too. Look for books that align with your parenting philosophy and that address the specific challenges you're facing. And speaking of learning experiences, let's talk about parenting classes. Parenting classes are a great way to learn about everything from baby care basics to CPR and first aid. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to parenting. Chapter 5. Relationship Refresh. Keeping the spark alive, even with diaper duty. Okay, let's be honest. Having a baby can put a little strain on your relationship. You're both sleep-deprived, stressed out, and trying to adjust to this new life with a tiny human who demands all of your attention. But don't worry. It's totally normal to feel a little disconnected from your partner after having a baby. The important thing is to make an effort to reconnect and keep that spark alive. Remember those romantic dinners you used to have? Well, get ready to trade them in for microwave dinners on the couch while you're catching up on your favorite shows. But hey, who says date night has to be fancy? The important thing is to make time for each other, even if it's just for a few minutes every day. Put those phones away, turn off the TV, and just focus on each other. Talk about your day, share your feelings, and remind yourselves why you fell in love in the first place. And speaking of quality time, let's talk about intimacy. It's no secret that things can change in the bedroom after having a baby. The important thing is to communicate with each other, be patient, and remember that intimacy is about more than just sex. It's about connection, affection, and feeling close to your partner. Chapter 6. Lifestyle Makeover, Embracing the Chaos. Okay, let's be real, having a baby is going to turn your life upside down. Remember those lazy weekends spent sleeping in and binge-watching your favorite shows? Yeah, those are gone. Get ready for a whole new world of diaper changes, feeding schedules, and sleep deprivation. But hey, it's not all bad. In fact, it's pretty amazing to watch your little one grow and learn. One of the biggest adjustments you'll face is the lack of sleep. Remember those blissful nights of uninterrupted sleep? Yeah, those are on hold for a while. Babies are notorious for their unpredictable sleep patterns, so be prepared for some late-night feedings and early morning wake-up calls. My advice: sleep when the baby sleeps. I know it sounds obvious, but trust me, it's easier said than done. Another big change you'll experience is the lack of free time. When you have a baby, everything requires planning and preparation. But that doesn't mean you have to give up on fun altogether. It just means you have to be a little more creative with your time. Chapter 7. Thinking ahead. Long-term planning for your little one. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground, from diapers to daycare to date nights. But there are a few more things you need to think about as you prepare for parenthood, the long-term stuff. First up, let's talk about wills. I know it's not the most pleasant topic to think about, but it's important to have a plan in place in case something happens to you and your partner. A will outlines your wishes for your child's care and upbringing if you're not around to provide it. Next, let's talk about guardians. Choosing a guardian for your child is one of the biggest decisions you'll make as parents. This is the person who will be responsible for raising your child if something happens to you. It's a huge responsibility, so choose someone you trust implicitly, someone who shares your values, and someone who you know will love and care for your child as their own. And finally, let's talk about love. Parenthood is a journey filled with ups and downs, joys and challenges. But through it all, remember that the most important thing you can give your child is your love. Outro. That's a wrap. Ready to rock parenthood? Well, folks, that's all the time we have for today. We've covered a lot of ground, from the emotional roller coaster of pregnancy to the practicalities of diaper changing to the importance of maintaining a strong relationship. Remember, becoming a parent is a transformative experience, one that will challenge you, change you, and ultimately fill your life with more love and joy than you ever thought possible. So, take a deep breath, trust your instincts, and remember to enjoy the ride. And hey, if you ever need a laugh, a shoulder to cry on, or just some parenting advice, you know where to find me. Until next time, be kind to each other. Cherish those little moments, and remember, you've got this.